Hey, bourbon fans, welcome back to Deck Night on the Rocks, and we are here today with a bourbon hunt at Pop's Liquor Store in North Knoxville in the Powell area. Lexi and I drove to North Knoxville about 30 minutes maybe from our house to pick up a special bottle we knew was dropped here today, and you will see what that is in just a minute. And then we realized that we already knew, that this was a really good store that has a lot of good options. These people always have good bottles, good prices, nice customer service. If you're ever in town and driving up I-75 north of Knoxville, this is a great store to stop at in Powell, Tennessee, just north of Knoxville on Emory Road. Pop's Wine and Liquor. We're going to get started here. I'm going to figure this slow-mo out. It does not start slow-mo for the first little bit. It doesn't have a time really that it does it, so I'm going to miss a little bit. But there's a little Heaven Hill bottle on Bond. We all know that's a good bottle for a good price. It's a Calumet 10. Not a big fan of Calumet, but a lot of people are fans of it, so if you haven't tried it, you should give it a try. The Lux Row right there, and we have one. We haven't tried it yet. Heard good things. I'm looking forward to it. Frere Ranch, heard a lot of good things about that. Penelope's has never really got into it. Needed to try the Remus. It's a really good MGP. The Gypsy Whiskey Gypsy from Eric Church. Haven't tried it yet. And these Jack Daniels bonded bottles, we need to get one and give it a try. Give them a shot at their different things. And the old number 7 Bib and Tiger keeps saying I need to get one. Blade and Blow, we don't like it. Bernheim, also not a fan. The weeded Wilderness Trail, not a fan, but I do like Wilderness Trail normally. Whoa, we're moving fast already. Leaper's Fork, we need to get one. A lot of people's talking good about that. The Company, not a big fan of Company, but we got to give it another shot. Baker 7 just gave away one of those. The Michter's, Michter's is good, but I'm really not liking the distillery much anymore. They've really kind of turned me off of late. Smoke Wagon, I love Smoke Wagon. The distillery, the blending, it's just a good place. I like Smoke Wagon there. And Southwick Rise, gross. Whistle Pig, everything I've had I've not liked, and I'm just not going to sit here and tell you should try it, but other people know better than me. Basil Hayden got the cute little belt on it, some 80 proof weak whiskey. That dark red I heard is done. They're not making it anymore. The toast is pretty decent. We have a sub smoke, haven't had it. Heard bad things about Johnny Drum. Heard a lot of good things about Johnny Drum. I haven't had it and I don't plan on it. Willet Hot Still. It's gross. Someone said it was good. There's a new one come out that's good. I don't know. I'll try it if I ever get a chance, but I'm not in a big hurry to do it. Angel's Envy, love that stuff. There's a new bottle that just came out. It's kind of a funny oblong shape, flat on the back, curved on the front. It's different. Bottles don't change the juice, but the juice is pretty good, and bottles are cool. Bowman, Isaac Bowman, never had it. Port Barrel, I can imagine what it tastes like. Russell's 10, love anything Russell's make. There's the single barrel, the Wild Turkey Rare Breed, Wild Turkey, Kentucky Spirit. Gonna get in there real close, take my time. It's slow, I can't make it move any faster. I'll tell you what it is, and it is a Camp Nelson F. Camp Nelson, can't go wrong with that.
Hey YouTube watchers, if you're watching this channel, that means you like bourbon, or you like us, or you don't like us, and you're watching. But whatever reasons why you're watching, there's a way you can keep watching.
Like, comment, hit the bell, subscribe, and share.
So whenever you guys hit the bell, that'll give you notifications for whenever we post a video. And the important thing that it does is let you know we're doing a live stream. We typically do our live streams at the end of the month. We always give away bottles of bourbon. If you're looking for bottles, we try to give away some that's not always the easiest to get. Also, lastly, is we get this little button down here that says join. You guys can join and be a member, be part of the Deck Night crew. There's multiple levels of membership that will give you different options and opportunities to participate with the channel. So go and check that out, see if it's something you'd be interested in. Join, be a member. We'd love to really use the help to get this channel growing. Make sure you share and comment. Share and comment are the most important things. Like, subscribe. We really appreciate all you guys. We hope to see you around again with your comments and in our live streams.
Join us on our live stream coming up soon.
Keep sipping. See you next time.
There's the Canadian whiskeys over to the side, Canadian Club, Crown, R&R, whatever that is. I don't even know. So let's jump back in here on our slow-mo. There's Wild Turkey 101. Makers, moving so fast. The store pick Makers, which we just did with Campbell Station Wine and Spirits. It's going to be a video coming out soon. I don't know how soon. There's a lot of time on that, so it might be a little bit while. Knob Creek, y'all know I love the Knob Creek. Smoked Maple is a good one to start out non-bourbon drinkers on. Old Granddad 114. People saying it's being canceled. I heard it is not, but we'll see what happens. I heard they're going to drop it down to a 100 proof. I don't know the details on it. Keep an eye out for those. What's coming on that. Old Granddad 100 bottle and bond. I don't know why they would make a 14 to 100 when they got the bottle and bond. Heaven's Door, not a fan. Chattanooga whiskey, good stuff. Everything I've had, or mostly everything I've had, I've liked. Their malted rye or malted straight single malt was gross, and their Cabernet cask was okay. Amy likes it, I don't. Pop's store pick Woodford Reserve, double oaked. Everybody in Knoxville seems to be getting a double oaked store pick. The one I've had from North Shore is really good. But anyway, double oak's pretty good all the time anyway. So if you get a chance to get one, you should if you haven't had one. Woodford Reserve's normal stuff, I like it. It's a good mixer. I'm not a fan of regularly. Jack Daniel's single barrel stuff is really good. The single barrel proof bourbon and rye is great. That's the bourbon, $69, pretty decent price. Gentleman Jack, I wouldn't waste my time. I'd spend $49 and get single barrel select. It's a smaller bottle. Obviously, the big ones give you more for your bang for your buck, but the juice ain't worth it. Jack Daniel's Old Number 7. You guys know me. You know what I think. Not good. All right, next one, 1792 small batch. I like the 1792 stuff. The history goes along with it. It's an old Barton distillery, and it's 1792 because Kentucky became a state in 1792. Shriver's whiskey, you see that stuff everywhere. No one's buying it because it sucks, and I don't think it's going to make it in the market much longer. I have a feeling once they sell what they've made, they probably won't keep making it because it's gross. And we were just at Buffalo Trace, and they had it on the shelf in abundance at the distillery because it's gross. King's Family Distillery. Unfortunately, the stuff I've had from them, I haven't liked. We haven't made it a distillery, which is just down the street from us, so we need to get our lazy asses up and go get it. Bushwood. I guess that's coming from the Caddyshack movie. That sounds fun. Anything celebrity or like that, or based on some type of gimmicky idea, usually isn't good, but I love Caddyshack, so we need to give it a shot. The Bardstown Origin Series, Bottle and Bond. I think that's Bottle and Bond. I can't see it clearly, but it's okay. It's not great. We did a members only video on it, and I was not impressed, but it is a wheated bourbon. So Ben Holiday, soft red wheat. It's probably, I don't know how I'm gonna feel about it because it's red, it's wheat, but man, the Ben Holiday stuff I've had is really, really good, and everybody I've talked to has said it's really good. I have not heard one person say anything negative about Ben Holiday. If you come across it and you haven't had it, give it a go. Four Roses basic label. I've never had it, and I don't plan on it because I've heard it's not good, and I don't want to get any bad opinions about Four Roses because everything I've had, small batch select and above, is awesome. All right, my poor filming skills are coming back on, and I'm flopping everywhere. But here we go. It's the Old Forester Whiskey Rose and the Statesman. The 1920 and the 1910 is good. We just did an 1870 revisit on our members only, and it was better than it was when we did it the first time years ago. And guys, there is the special bottle that we came for, the Old Forester single barrel strength. I believe it's 131 proof. I don't remember exactly, but that's why we went. That's what we got, and I am excited to open it because the other Old Forester single barrels I've had were awesome. Let's see, Old Pepper, I've been wanting to get one. I just haven't done it because every time there's always something else that I pick up more important. Larceny, wheated bourbon, not good. I don't like it. Other people do. Me saying it's not good doesn't mean much. Elijah Craig Toasted Barrel, small batch. People are probably going to say, oh, why didn't you grab that Toasted Barrel? I just didn't. I've got two of them, so it is sometimes considered allocated, but I find it more often than I need it. So, all right, Jack Daniel's honey, fire, apple flavored whiskey. Not, I mean, it's fun for what it is. A lot of women like it. Uncle Nearest, really need to try it. I've heard mixed reviews back and forth. It's good, it's bad. I don't know. We got to give it its own due. There's the Dickel. George Dickel. It's called Dickel because it tastes like dick sweat. I don't know. I've never tasted dick sweat, but I can imagine. And every Dickel I've had is not good. So again, people like it. I don't. But I have heard a lot of people say they don't like it. So maybe I'm not wrong. Ed Williams, 1783. Seven Williams. Never had the 1783. I like the Bottle and Bond. The 12-year is okay. I don't hate it. It is what it is. It's cheap bourbon, but it's pretty good for the price, so it's not bad. Old Overholt, I've heard a lot of good things about everything they make. It's another Jim Beam product, so I've been leery to try it, but every Jim Beam product that's not actual Jim Beam named, it's usually pretty good. So I should give it a try. Just again, just like the Old Pepper, I have wanted other things at the time and just didn't get it, even though it's pretty cheap. So maybe I should give it a shot. Bottles like this with and the Old Pepper, I should get them because they're cheap, but I don't. Just basically based on space availability. We have a lot of floor bourbon, and I do not like having floor bourbon, so I need to clear up space on our tiny ass bar and get so I can get more bottles like this. So basically, I mean, I need to drink more or have more people over and help us drink it. That would be a great idea. Rebel 100, me. Jim Beam, yuck, yuck, yuck. I've never had these, but they're just, every Jim Beam I've had, this Jim Beam label is just not good. The black label, the 7, white label, gross. So I need to try them, but I'm going to have to do shots at a bar before I spend money. Even though they're cheap, I'm not spending money or wasting bar space on them. Tin Cup, Texas bourbon, I'm not a fan. We've got a 10-year and it's just okay. It's like barely okay. You know, maybe it'll be better because it's been sitting there for a while and it's had time to breathe or whatever. The neck pours out. I don't know. Bullet rye. It's a great mixer. It really is. I go to a bar and I see it on there and I want an old fashioned. I'll use Bullet rye or Bullet bourbon for a mixer. It's and it's not a bad price, for the smaller bottle. It's $30 if you want to keep one at home to do mixers with. But there's so many other good bourbons for that price that you can drink that it just kind of gets overlooked. It doesn't suck. It's not bad, but it's a good mixer. American honey. If you like drinking honey, there you go. It's like honey flavored with a little bit of whiskey. All right, the Bullet mixer. That is the old fashioned. It is not good. I've had it, not good. I've never had the High West, but any of these pre-mixed old fashions I have had are not good. I'll just make my own. I don't know. I've had people tell me other ones are good. I just haven't had one that I've liked. So just make your own. I don't know what this other stuff is. Slow and low. Rock and rye doesn't sound cool. Kentucky coffee, whatever. Screwball peanut butter whiskey is not good. It's fun for parties, I guess, to do mixers and do weird shots and things. We did the Screw You, which was Screwball and Yoo-Hoo, which kind of like a Reese's, but not really. It's just really, it's fun. That's all it's for. All this stuff, the cookie dough, these flavored whiskeys, Jim Beam vanilla. I mean, this is not. I mean, you could probably get people started in drinking bourbon and whiskey through this stuff, but it's just like, to me, it's just like old smoky. It's like that moonshine. They call themselves moonshine. They call themselves bourbon and whiskey. They're not. They're just flavored whiskey. It's a liqueur. It's a mixer. It's fun for parties, and again for people maybe trying to break into it. Some women to get started. Some husbands that always ask Amy this, hey, can you talk to my wife and get her into bourbon? Well, usually start them with the smoked maple from Knob Creek, but these things here might help. But outside of that, I just don't see the point in them. Not for bourbon drinkers. All right, Evan Williams Bottle and Bond. It's a decent bottle, especially for the price. $26 for a big one. Yeah, that's definitely worth getting. So especially if you're not going to have many around the house, if you're like, we don't have space, so we don't have one because we're going through a bunch of other ones. But if I was just limiting my bar, I'd have one because it's not bad for the price. And if you're going to give whiskey to someone that doesn't know what they're drinking or doesn't appreciate it, but you don't want to give them like plastic bottle bourbon, that's a good one to go with. All right, the Green Rivers, they have all of them. I think that's foolproof, the rye, the wheated bourbon, the regular bourbon. So they don't have the single barrel, but the foolproof one just came out, and that's $54. Is kind of high, but for a Green River, I mean, Green River stuff's really not that expensive. So people have said good things. I've heard everything's good about them. I like Green River. Amy does not like Green River, but I do. So I think it's a good bourbon to go to. Maybe give the single barrel and the foolproof a try. What else we got here? All right, Homer, let's move on. Move on, homeboy. All right, Old Charter. I think they're trying to play on Old Carter and get people to buy it because they think it's something that it isn't. Mellow Corn, I heard that one's fun. It's not bad. It's a Heaven Hill product. Never tried it. If I ever get a chance, someone has it in their house, I'll give it a pour. I need to remember to do it. Hollerhead, yuck. Fireball special release, special reserve, small batch or something. That's just a gimmick. I don't know anybody pay any more for that for a cinnamon liquor. It's not worth it. It's another Fireball I've never seen before. I can't see what it is, so rolling by. Bunch of fireballs, man. Just buy the little airplane shooters. Have your woman stick it between her boobies and go into the cold game and get you a shot. Outside of that, I don't see the point in it. Old Forester. You can't go wrong with the Old Forester. They're not that bad priced and they taste pretty good. I haven't had one that I don't like. I've had ones that I would prefer other ones, but I have yet to remember saying one was gross or wasn't good or less than good. So Old Forester is yet to do me wrong. Early Times plastic bottle. This is that's the reason it's on the bottom shelf. This Early Times and this Kentucky Deluxe, I'm never going to try them. I don't see the point in it. I don't understand it. And someone could probably try to give it to me, and I'm just not going to drink it. Ancient Age, to be honest with you, I like the Ancient Age. It's the knockoff Blanton's as far as I'm concerned, and it's pretty good to get through. If you like Blanton's, drink 2 or 3 shots of Blanton's, and then start drinking this, so you can drink cheaper stuff. Never had the Very Old Barton. I've actually heard it's really good for the cheap price for its price. Not really good compared to higher end bourbons. Benchmark, I heard the same thing. It's another Buffalo Trace product. I heard a lot of these Benchmark top floor, small batch, full proof, single barrels. They're actually matches of other Buffalo Trace, which makes sense because they don't use different mash bills. It's just aged differently and aged differently in the warehouses and aged for longer for the higher end bourbons. But it's the same mash bill. So if you can taste it, maybe drink it, maybe taste a little bit of where it's coming from, what it could be. A lot of people say the foolproof matches Stag. That I don't make them, so I can't tell you if it does or doesn't. It's just what people say, and a lot of these people know more about bourbon than I do. So here comes the flavored Evan Williams. It's just like the Jim Beam and Jack Daniels flavored stuff and the Crown flavored stuff. Again, I already said it. Should I even video this stuff? Should I put it on here? Comment below. Let me know what you think. Should I keep putting these things on here? Because I do it for the people to see what's in there. And I just think this stuff is ridiculous. I don't want to drink it. I'd rather have a good mixed drink. Take an old fashioned, put a different type of flavored bitters in it to give you a little flavor of something else. But this stuff here, not saying it doesn't serve a purpose. Not saying that it's not good for someone. Jim Beam and Jack Daniels and Evan Williams, Crown wouldn't make them if people didn't buy them. So obviously they're doing okay. Who am I to say what they should and shouldn't sell? Who am I to say what people shouldn't buy? You guys drink what you like. I don't care if it's flavored. I mean, I'm not here to tell you not to. I'm just here to have fun. But while we're rolling through these honey flavored Jim Beams and shit, I'm going to use this as an opportunity to say like, subscribe, comment, share, hit the bell. Look in the description, or if you're looking on your computer, there's a little button that says join. You can become a member and get all of our extra member stuff, like extra entries into our giveaways at the in our live streams, to participate in our member Zoom where we can send everybody a sample of our infinity bottle. That's going to be a lot of fun. We've done it once and it was a really good time. Also, we're going to be doing merchandise soon. Hopefully we're going to be getting some Glencairns made. We're trying to come up with some ideas for some shirts. Once we do that, we're going to be giving discounts to everybody, and our higher end members might even get them for free. You never know what we come up with. All right, for some reason my phone jumped out of slow motion, so I had to kick it into slow motion on here, and we just went by the single barrel picks for the Old Forester, the single barrel Maker's Mark. These are all single barrel Ezra Brooks. And then we got a Woodford Reserve Double Oak single barrel pick, and the Old Pepper single barrel pick, which I probably should have got one of those since I've been wanting one. And there is a Corazon finished in Weller barrels. That's it. That's all they had in this store, guys. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, comment, share, hit the bell, and subscribe. All right, bourbon fans, Deck Night on a Rock fans, YouTube random video watchers. We did just go to Pop's Wine and Liquor off of Emory Road in Powell, Tennessee, just north of Knoxville. Amy's not with me today, but I do have a different riding partner. Say hi, Lexi. So what'd we get? Pick it up. Just grab one and let's see. So we went with the Frey Ranch straight bourbon whiskey, non-chill filtered. Oh, let's see what it says on the side. Matured and bottled, 45%, 80-90 proof. I heard a lot of good things about Frey Ranch, so I saw that, had to get it. It wasn't that bad priced. I remember what I paid. I think it was like $54. And then the Old Forester single barrel strength store pick, Pop's Wine and Liquor store pick. It says it is from Warehouse I, floor 2, 130.9 proof. Yeah, I think we did well. What do you think, Lexi?
Sure.
She has no idea anymore. She stopped playing the bourbon game with us. All right, guys, thanks for watching Deck Night on the Rocks, bourbon hunting at Pop's Wine and Spirits, or whatever wine and liquor. All right, guys, catch you next time. Keep sipping.